Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the 6th week of the second quarter of the new normal class of Mathematics 7. I am your teacher, Romel Palado. Today we will be discussing about the topic division of polynomials and special products. How to divide a polynomial by a monomial. In dividing a polynomial by a monomial, this can be handled by dividing each term in the polynomial separately. The steps are presented next slides. If we have the given 12x cubed plus 6x squared divided by 2x, what will be the quotient? Here are the steps need to be done in order to solve this problem. First, we write the expression as a separate monomial. We have 12x cubed divided by 2x plus 6x squared divided by 2x. Next, divide the numerical coefficients, then copy the base of the literal coefficients and subtract the exponents. We have 12 divided by 2x raised to 3 minus 1 plus 6 divided by 2x raised to 2 minus 1. Finally, write the answer. So we have 12 divided by 2, that is 6, x raised to 3 minus 1, that is x squared, plus 6 divided by 2, that is 3, x raised to 2 minus 1, that is x. Therefore, the quotient of the given 12x raised to 3 plus 6x raised to 2 divided by 2x is equal to 6x squared plus 3x. Another given, if we have 18 b raised to 3 c raised to 7 minus 12 b raised to 2 c raised to 3 plus 9b c raised to 3 divided by 3b c raised to 2, what will be the quotient of this problem? Using the given steps a while ago, we need to follow that one in order to solve that given. We have, first, we write the expression as a separate monomial. 18 b raised to 3 c raised to 7 divided by 3 b c raised to 2 minus 12b squared c raised to 3 divided by 3b c raised to 2 plus 9b divided by 3b c raised to 2. Second step, divide the numerical coefficients, then copy the base of the literal coefficients and subtract the exponents. So we have 18 divided by 3, b raised to 3 minus 1, c raised to 7 minus 2, minus 12 divided by 3, b raised to 2 minus 1, c raised to 3 minus 2, plus 9 divided by 3, b raised to 1 minus 1, c raised to 3 minus 2. Step 3, write the answer. We have 18 divided by 3, that is 6. b raised to 3 minus 1, that is b squared. c raised to 7 minus 2, that is c raised to 5. Minus 12 divided by 3, that is 4. b raised to 2 minus 1, that is b. c raised to 3 minus 2, that is c. Plus 9 divided by 3, that is 3. b raised to 1 minus 1, that is 0. So b raised to 0 is 1. No need to write b. Then c raised to 3 minus 2 is equal to c. So therefore, the quotient of the given 18, b raised to 3, c raised to 7 minus 12, b raised to 2, c raised to 3 plus 9, b c raised to 3 divided by 3, b c raised to 2 is equal to cb squared c raised to 5 minus 4bc plus 3c. How about if we are dividing a polynomial by a binomial? In dividing a polynomial by another polynomial of the same or lower degree, it can be done easily. It is a familiar and easy arithmetic technique that separates other complex problems in division to smaller ones. The general rule says that if A divided by B is equal to Q, where Q is the quotient, where B is not equal to 0. If A divided by B is equal to Q plus R, which is the remainder where b is not equal to 0. The result r, or the remainder, is equal to 0 occurs if and only if the polynomial a has b as a factor. The result r is not equal to 0 occurs the polynomial a has b which is not a factor. Thus, a long division is a means for testing whether one polynomial has another factor. If it has another factor, long division can be used for factoring it out. If we have the given y squared minus 3y minus 10 all over y plus 2, how to do it? So first, make sure the polynomial is written in descending order. If any terms are missing, use 0 to fill in the missing term. This will help the spacing. The problem is now illustrated. Y squared minus 3y minus 10 divided by y plus 2. Step 2. Divide the term with the highest power in the dividend by the term with the highest power in the divisor. In this case, we have y squared divided by y, so that is y. Again, multiply the answer obtained in the previous step by the divisor. In this case, we need to multiply y times y plus 2. Using the distributive property, y times y, that is y squared, and y times 2, that is 2y. After that, subtract y squared minus 3y and y squared plus 2y. Y squared minus y squared, that is 0. Negative 3y minus 2y, that is negative 5y. Then bring down negative 10. This time, we are going to divide negative 5y by y. So the answer is negative 5. Negative 5 times y, that is negative 5y. Negative 5 times 2, that is negative 10. So after that, we are going to subtract. So change the sign of the subtrahend. So negative 5y plus 5y, that is 0. Negative 10 plus 10, that is 0. So the quotient of that given problem is y minus 5. What if we have a cubed minus 4a squared plus 2a minus 3 all over a plus 2? What will be the quotient of this? So, from the first step, make sure the polynomial is written in descending order. If any terms are missing, use 0 to fill in the missing term. This will help the spacing. The problem is now shown in the illustration. Step 2. Divide the term with the highest power in the dividend by the term with the highest power in the divisor. In this case, we have a cubed divided by a, so that is a squared. After that, multiply the answer obtained in the previous step by the divisor. So we have a squared times a, that is a cubed. A squared times 2, that is 2a squared. After that, subtract the given. We have a cubed minus a cubed. We have 0. Negative 4a squared minus 2a squared, that is negative 6a squared. Then bring down to a. This time, you are going to divide negative 6a squared by a. So the answer is negative 6a. Then, multiply negative 6a to the divisor. We have negative 6a times a. We have negative 6a squared. Negative 6a times 2, that is negative 12a. After that, change the sign of the subtrahend. We have negative 6a squared plus 6a squared, that is 0. 2a plus 12a, that is 14a. Bring down negative 3. This time, 14a divided by a, that is positive 14. Then positive 14 multiplied by the divisor. We have 14 times a, we have 14a. 14 times 2, that is 28. Next, change the sign of the subtrahend, then proceed to the rule of addition. We have 14a minus 14a, that is 0. Negative 3 minus 28, that is negative 31. This time, negative 31 divided by a over a plus 2, that will be the remainder. So, the quotient of that given is equal to a squared minus 6a plus 14 minus 31 divided by a plus 2. Special products. After going through this, you are expected to first state the steps of finding the products of two binomials, sum and difference of two terms, square of binomial, cube of binomial, and binomial and trinomial. Find the product of two binomials, sum and difference of two terms, square of binomial, cube of binomial, and binomial and trinomial. And lastly, you are going to use algebraic methods to find the product of two binomials, sum and difference of two terms, square of binomial, cube of binomial, and binomial and trinomial. Solving products of two binomials. If we have the given example, the quantity of x minus 1 times the quantity of x plus 3, we have the steps. Multiply the first term of the first binomial to the second binomial. So we have x times the quantity of x plus 3. Second, multiply the second term of the first binomial to the second binomial. We have negative 1 times x plus 3. Third step, write the equation in order using addition. Aside from using the word combine, we can also use the word add. So we have x times the quantity of x plus 3 plus negative 1 times the quantity of x plus 3. This time, you are going to simplify the equation, add the result of multiplying the quantity of x minus 1 times the quantity of x plus 3. So we have x times x, that is x squared, x times 3, that is 3x, plus negative 1 times x, that is negative x, negative 1 times 3, that is negative 3. Lastly, combine like terms if we have. So we have x squared plus 3x minus x minus 3. So there is a similar terms which are 3x and negative x. So if we will add this one, the answer is 2x. So the final answer, we have x squared plus 2x minus 3. Try this one. Given example, x plus 1 times the quantity of x minus 2. Number 2, the quantity of x minus 3 times the quantity of x plus 1. So let's try to solve first number 1. We have x times x minus 2 plus 1 times x minus 2. So, using the distributive property, we have x times x, we have x squared, x times negative 2, that is negative 2x, plus 1 times x, that is x, 1 times negative 2, that is negative 2. After that, combine like terms which are negative 2x plus x. Since they don't have the same sign, so just simply subtract and copy the sign of the larger integer. So we have x squared minus x minus 2. Let's solve number 2. From that, we are going to separate x times the quantity of x plus 1 plus negative 3 times x plus 1. So we have x squared, x times 1, that is x. So, negative 3 times x, we have negative 3x. And negative 3 times 1, we have negative 3. So, we have the solution of x squared minus 2x minus 3 as a final answer. Solving product of sum and difference of two terms. Sum and difference of two terms are two binomials with the same terms but differ in operation or signs. One is addition and the other is subtraction. To solve for the sum and difference of binomials, just simply square the first term minus square of the last term. Example, we have the quantity of x plus 2 times the quantity of x minus 2. First, square the first term, which is x times x, that is x squared. Second, minus the square of the last term, which is 2 times 2, that is 4. So the answer is x squared minus 4. Another example, we have the quantity of 3x plus 1 times the quantity of 3x minus 1. First, square the first term, which is 3x times 3x, we have 9x squared. Then multiplied or square the last term, 1 times negative 1, that is negative 1. So the answer is 9x squared minus 1. Last example, we have 2m plus 2 times the quantity of 2m minus 2. First, square the first term. 2m times 2m, that is 4m squared, minus 2 times 2, that is negative 4. So we have 4m squared minus 4. Next, we have solving product of square binomials. Let us now identify what is a square of binomial. In number 1 example, we have x plus 2 squared, or the quantity of x plus 2 raised to 2. Steps: multiply first term times first term of the binomial. We have x times x, we have x squared. Second, get twice the product of the first and second terms of the binomial. So we have 2 times x plus x times 2. Third, multiply second term times second term of the binomial. So we have 2 times 2, or 2 squared. Write the terms in order. So we have the quantity of x plus 2 squared is equal to x squared plus 2 times x times 2 plus 2 squared. So that if we are going to simplify the equation, we have x squared plus 2 times x, that is 2x, times 2, that is 4x, plus 2 raised to 2 is equal to 4. So the answer is x squared plus 4x plus 4. Another example, find the result of the quantity of 2m minus 3 squared. First, multiply the first term of the binomial by itself twice. So the solution, we have 2m times 2m, or 2m squared. Second, double the product of the first and second term of the binomial. We have 2 times 2m times negative 3. Third, multiply the second term of the binomial by itself. That is negative 3 times negative 3, or negative 3 squared. Write the terms in order. So we have 2m squared plus 2 times 2m times negative 3 plus negative 3 squared. So we are going to simplify the expression. We have 2m squared, that is equal to 4m squared. 2 times 2m, that is 4m, times negative 3, we have negative 12m. Negative 3 times negative 3, that is positive 9. So the answer is 4m squared minus 12m plus 9. We have the cube of a binomial. Cube of a binomial is a binomial with an exponent of 3. Here are examples of cube of binomials. The expressions, the quantity of x plus 3 raised to 3 and the quantity of 2a minus 2 raised to 3 are examples of cube of binomial. Its product has 4 terms. For example, the given x plus 2 cube. We have find the cube of the first term of the binomial. We have x cube, or x times x times x. Next, get thrice the product of the square of the first term and the second term of the binomial. First squared times the second term. So we have 3 times x squared times 2. Next, get thrice the product of the first term and the square of the second term of the binomial. First times the second squared. So we have 3 times x times 2 squared. Then find the cube of the second term of the binomial. We have 2 cube, or 2 times 2 times 2. Lastly, write the terms in order and simplify the expression. Therefore, the quantity of x plus 2 raised to 3 is equal to x cubed plus 6x squared plus 12x plus 8. Another example, find the result of 2n minus 3 raised to 3. Get the cube of the first term of the binomial. 2n minus 3 raised to 3 is equal to 2n cubed or 2n times 2n times 2n. That is 8n cubed. Second, get thrice the product of the square of the first term and the second term of the binomial. We have 3 times 2n squared minus 3. Then, get the thrice of the product of the first term and square of the second term of the binomial. We have 3 times 2n times negative 3 squared. Lastly, cube the second term of the binomial. We have negative 3 cube or negative 3 times negative 3 times negative 3. Write the terms in order, then simplify the expression. We have 2 cube n cube plus 3 times the quantity of 2 squared n squared times negative 3 plus 3 times 2n times negative 3 squared plus negative 3 cube. Write the answer. We have 2 raised to 3, that is 8n cube, minus 3 times 2 squared, that is 4 times 3, that is 12 times negative 3, that is negative 36 n squared, plus 3 times 2, that is 6 rather, times negative 3 squared, that is 9. So 9 times 6, we have 54n. Then negative 3 cubed, that is negative 27. So the answer is 8n cubed minus 36n squared plus 54n minus 27. Solving product of binomial and trinomial. Another type of multiplying polynomial problem is the product of binomial and trinomial. FOIL method cannot be used in this case since trinomial has 3 terms, but still the distributive property can be used to organize the individual products. The first term of the trinomial is the square of the first term of the binomial. Second, the second term of the trinomial is the product of the first term and second term of the binomial and its opposite sign. And the last term of the binomial is the square of the second term of the binomial. We have, for example, the quantity of x minus 3 times the quantity of x squared plus x minus 4. In the binomial x minus 3 square its first term, we have x minus 3. So the first term is x. So we are going to square. So that is x squared. Then get the product of the first and second term of the binomial x minus 3 and its opposite sign. So we have x squared plus 3x. Get the square of the second term of the binomial. We have x minus 3, we have negative 3 squared is equal to 9. So that is x minus 3 times the quantity of x squared plus 3x plus 9. It is important to note that the terms of the first factor of the binomial, x plus 2, are related to the second factor of the trinomial of the quantity x squared minus 2x plus 4. The first term of the second factor is the square of the first term of the first factor. The middle term of the second factor is the product of the first and second terms of the first factor, and the last term of the second factor is the square of the second term of the first factor. To multiply this kind of a special product, we need to follow the following. If we have the given solve, x plus 2 times the quantity of x squared minus 2x plus 4. Multiply the first term of the binomial by itself 3 times, so we have x cubed. Multiply the second term of the binomial by itself 3 times, so we have 2 cubed. Write the terms in order. We have x cubed plus 2 cubed. Simplify the expression, so we have x cubed plus 8. Example number 2. Find the product y minus 3 times the quantity of y squared plus 3y plus 9. Get the cube of the first term of the binomial, that is the first step. We have y cubed. Second, get the cube of the second term of the binomial, that is negative 3 cubed. Write the terms in order. So we have y cubed plus negative 3 cubed. Then simplify the expression. We have y cubed minus 27 because negative 3 raised to 3 is equal to 27. Let's see if you really understand our topic for this afternoon. Choose the letter of the correct answer. Write your answer in your math notebook. Number 1, simplify the expression, the quantity of 3m plus 7 squared. That is, okay, letter C. So, this time, the square of the binomial has 3 terms. So, we have 3m raised to 2, that is 9m squared. Then, twice the product of the first term and the second term. So, 7 times 3m, that is 21m, times 2, that is 42m. So, the middle term is a positive because it is a positive. Then, square the last term, that is 49. So, the answer is 9m squared plus 42m plus 49. Letter C. Number 2, which of the following factors gives a product of x squared plus 2x minus 15? So, we have letter D, x plus 5 times x minus 3. Number 3, if we have y minus 3 is one of the factors of y cubed minus 27, what is the other factor? So we have letter A. For number 4, what is the missing term of the expression? 5g minus 6 squared is equal to 25g squared minus blank plus 36. So the answer is letter C. Number 5, one of the factors of 3b squared minus 4b minus 15 is b minus 3. What is the other factor? So the answer is letter B. Since I already give you the answer, I want you to show your solutions in solving this kind of problem. Write this one in your mathematics notebook. Thank you for listening. Have a blessed day. If you have any queries or questions regarding our topic for this afternoon, you may contact me to my cell phone number 0930-680-829. So just simply log in to your e-learning site https://gaitf.sims.school/lcms for your output and quizzes. So God bless everyone. Stay safe. This is your teacher,